So today we're going to do just a basic depin and kind of repin, show you. This connector here that we're going to be working with is one of our most common ones. This is a Y210B3. We actually have it connected to a Y210C3 because we were doing a wire demo, a wire repair demo before this. But I'll show you, this would be if you had to get the factory wires removed out of the connector. So either you could switch those factory wires over to the new connector you bought from us, or if you just need to remove our wires so you can wire it onto the vehicle first and then put them back in. Just kind of give you a breakdown of removing the lock so you get the wires out, and getting into the catches that actually release the wires. So here we'll show you kind of a close-up on the connector. So we'll have the face of the connector. On a lot of them you'll see it will be a different color than the outside plastic. So this is actually your catch that goes in around the pin and pushes down on the plastic built-in catch of the connector. So first you can kind of usually put a finger in front of it so you don't send it flying, and kind of pry just a little bit. You usually find a spot that's actually designed to have a screwdriver. This one actually has a perfect little flat cut in it. So it releases that cap. You can kind of see it pops up. Usually easiest just to remove it all the way. So that's our secondary lock removed. And so inside this connector there are built-in catches, and when you put those pins into there they actually fall into place. So what you have to do is get the screwdriver inside the connector. I'm actually going to step down my size. It's a little 1.0, and we do actually sell these on the website. We have a whole 16-piece kit because it has to be an incredibly small screwdriver. And so what you're going to want to do is just slide right down in, right on top of the pin, and you'll kind of feel it lift up the catch, and you can pull out the wire. It's almost simultaneous. Of course you don't want to be pulling on the pin before you have got the catch released, because otherwise it'll put unnecessary tension, sometimes break the catch, or the pin just won't come out. So let's try this again here. We will slide right down on the top of the pin. Try to do this here at the same time of having it in front of me. So we'll slide in, lift up the catch, and then you can pull that pin out, and it's actually catching right here on top of the pin. There's a little cutout, and all pins will have it. Sometimes it'll catch here, sometimes it catches on the back side of the pin. It just depends on the way the connector and everything is set up. And you'll know if you're trying to reinstall them, which I'll show you in a second, you can't do it wrong typically. Most connectors aren't going to let you put it in the wrong way, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just going to be which spot it goes in. So if you have red in spot 1, say blue on cavity 2, so forth, so on, you want to match that up correctly. So we'll go ahead and remove our last one here. Alright, so that would be connector is completely depinned, no wires. So from here, if this was the broken one, you could discard it. If this is the new one from us and you wanted to put this back onto the factory wires, of course at this point we could just reinstall. So what we'll do, I'll just move these out of the way. Those wires, we'll pretend like this is our new wires from us, and let's just say we've already spliced them onto the vehicle. So again, you'd want to make sure you've got your right color wire to the correct cavity, which is either down the diagram if the original connector was completely ripped off, or you'd keep track, either take a picture or write down your what color went to what cavity, and that way when you put it all back together you get in the right spot, because that does make a difference. Alright, so from here, again, it caught the catch, grabbed into this hole right here on the top. Okay, that is actually where the catch will lock in. And I'll show you here, I'll try to put it in upside down first. So as we try to go, I feel a resistance immediately, and it doesn't want to slide in. Turn it around, goes in, and you hear it, the click, that's that catch grabbing. So we'll do that again. Slide our pin in. And you hear that catch, and we'll do the last one. So from there, one good thing to always do is I will actually look inside and make sure that all the catches are fully engaged. You can even kind of pull back a little bit on those wires and it'll pull that plastic catch down. That way when you go to put the front face on, and typically these are only going to go on one way also. So we'll get it and we should hear it click. Actually, this one already did click, but that's it. Again, make sure that your pins were all secured in place, which we know that these were, and pretty much done at that point. So again, if you'd wire this up on the vehicle, you're ready to go, and or you'd be ready to go ahead and splice it on now if you wanted to.